We've been looking at the early church as a congregation and asking ourselves, are we well? WELL. Are we a worshipping church? Are we an evangelistic church? And this coming Sunday, we're going to look at the first R, which stands for learning. Are we a learning church? Are we willing to be disciples? Are we willing to learn? And are we willing to teach others and make disciples of others? Now, when you look at the word disciple, it actually comes from the Hebrew word talmidim. And talmidim is really a learner. Now, one thing we need to understand about this talmidim is that in those days, every child would have gone to what we know as primary school, your first sort of entry into the education. But not everyone made it into high school. Not everyone made it into the second part. Those who made it were then regarded as learned. Those who didn't make it would then go and do whatever the father's profession was, whether they like it or not, they were there. Now, when Jesus arrived on the scene and he was looking for his disciples, we see that the disciples were on the fields. They were fishermen, and they were doing some kind of trade, which implies to us, understanding the education system there, that those disciples didn't make the cut. They didn't go into what we know as high school. And so they were not a part of any school of thought. They were not a part of any rabbi who had his disciples, his talmidim around him. And Jesus then approaches them knowing that he can offer them that secondary way of school. And he calls them to follow. And he says, come and follow me. And they become his talmidim. They become his disciples. We're going to look deeper into the learning part of the Are You Well? And we're going to look at, are we a church that is made of disciples? And are we making disciples? So please come and join us this coming Sunday. God bless.